dominated. Of course, there is the ability for Xiaohu to change things around, to play a different build, to play a different rune setup, and it is also not a Nidalee, it is a Rumble, so a lot less early game pressure as far as the ganks are concerned, which could really change the matchup quite a bit here also. This is very, very interesting. You know, there's really not a lot of reliable engage whatsoever on the DAMWON side.
Nope.
You're looking at Varus ult, but really more than that, you're looking at flanks, right? You're looking at poking people out, having Aatrox swinging from behind, and you're looking at kiting back, disengaging the initial fight, and then being able to answer that in an extended fight. One of the things I want to talk about quickly is the Gragas, and why I like this as an answer here. You know, putting it up in the top lane for Xiaohu, you go in onto Ghost, you go in on a ShowMaker, someone like that, they're gonna get gobbled up by the Tahm Kench. Now what Gragas can do is, if you're really quick, you immediately hit them with a body slam flash, you ult them in, and now you're getting a 2-for-1 special, because that carry in the belly of Tahm Kench is also gonna be repositioned into your team, which can be very valuable. There's also the ability to sometimes preempt that, where if you can actually split Tahm Kench from his carry with the ultimate, then all of a sudden Tahm Kench can't even get there to actually protect them. So it's really, really heavy on the execution from Xiaohu. You have got to be perfect with your ultis when you're playing against a Tahm Kench as Gragas, but they have the ability to pull it off. This is going to be such an exciting game here once again. ShowMaker had a lot of heroics against Mad when he was playing his Jayce. That game 4, I believe it was. You're hitting so many critical shock blasts onto Humanoid. He's going to look to try to replicate that sort of success here. It's just going to be such an exciting game.
And my eyes are on the marksman. Game number 3, it was Gala making everybody go crazy. Game number 4, it's Ghost coming back in here with a pentakill. And now, in this 5th and final game, I want to see some S-tier mechanical performances out of both of these guys.
Absolutely. You know, you have to be on point. This is for all the marbles. This is Game 5, MSI Finals. Team Legacy, Team Pride on the line, as well as that of your entire region here. So much riding on this. This is what you work towards as a pro gamer, not only your entire year, but really for a lot of players, your entire life. You may not get that next chance, and they want to make the most of it here. Khan, does he have E? Okay.
Yep, he saves the skill point. He saves the skill point. He can dash over the wall. He'll stay safe. However, ShowMaker can't say the same. Considering the fear was threatening the proc, ShowMaker has to flash before minions spawn.
Actually, pretty big deal. You know, we see the more powerful level 1 here from RNG. Beryl even moving up to try to cover. One of the ways that we have seen Rumbles punished consistently is with the level 1 setups. Because Rumble has to go Scrap Shield to have an effective clear, you don't really have a lot of combat power there, right?
Nope.
You're just spamming that out, trying to get towards overheat. They know they have a weak level 1, so they go for the invade. As a result, you see the flash forced off ShowMaker. That's going to make him have to be more defensive. Wei still has his flash, so all of a sudden, a flash bear slap into a fear, you're just dead. And you want to play aggressive in this mid lane matchup, so that is problematic. Khan even having to start on the E, it's more okay, but you would still generally like to start with the Q in a lot of matchups. You can use that as an auto reset. And that's actually a big deal. Xiaohu now will take a couple autos on the XQ and will actually miss XP on at least 1 minion. That one's on the edge, so he might have missed actually 2 minions of experience. And Xiaohu, with that missed body slam and the juke from Khan, actually gets a big early lead in this laning phase.
Yeah, the level of the Umbral dash doesn't feel so bad at all now anymore after that one. Khan with a nice little bit of a move there. Now interrupting the body slam. Hits Q1, Q2. Xiaohu's walking back in, but Khan does not have the cooldown on that Umbral dash ready to go again. So Q3 is just going to expire before he gets a chance to cast it back here in the mid lane with the Nocturne versus the Jayce. One advantage of playing mid lane Nocturne over the top lane Nocturne, you have easier access to bottom lane for ultis. You have easier access to more jungle points for ultis. So keep your eyes on Cryin, especially when he hits that level 6.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Udyr is already kind of the advantageous matchup against Rumble when you're looking at the big 3, the Morgana, the Rumble, as well as that Udyr. This is the matchup you'd want to be playing his way, and you can go pretty safely for things like Raptor invades, even attacking towards the blue buff, because you know that's all really well within range of Cryin. As long as he's level 6, has the ultimate available, he can respond faster than really anyone else on the map to try to get the most from that advantage. And Khan, with the push, will take time here to ward out the river. They want to track Wei. They want to make sure they have eyes on him, make sure he is doing that top side scuttle, not doing anything too crazy. And With the Vision Plant procced, he's actually, unfortunately for him, going to miss the ward, which is pretty nice there for Khan. He's going to have full intel. Plus the fact that he reset the wave already means all you have to do is just sit back. Let the wave come to you. You know there could be threat of that gank. And with another Vision Plant hit, he's still going to play even more safe.
All right, Ming's going in. Tanking up a lot of damage here. Beryl's down to 200 HP, but it's Gala who's now under threat from some more damage out of Ghost. They will get the heal out of the RNG AD carry, as well as the heal from Beryl on the side of DAMWON.
Yep, trade of heals on either side. Hail of Blades Varus can be pretty deadly. Get the 3 quick autos, apply the Blight stacks, then you pop them with your Q. And those are those really dangerous trades. You always have to be careful when you're going into a Tahm Kench that you do not overcommit. If you engage on the Tahm Kench and he stacks up his passive, he can get a Q stun or even just an offensive gobble. It is pretty scary, you know, and with those Blight stacks getting put up there, the longer the fight goes, the more dangerous that potential burst becomes.
Game very even for the first 4.5 minutes. If you're looking at the farm, everyone's super close, except Cryin does have about a 10 lead here in the mid lane, but it's bottom side where Ming is going in yet again. Ghost immediately flashes, wants to get away from this one. Icathian Rain doing the work, and here comes Wei. One's already down. They will not be able to find more. Beryl stays safe with 100 HP remaining.
Man, where was the Devour from Beryl? It must have been on cooldown or something, maybe used in the previous trade, but wasn't used at all there. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Maybe we'll get a replay of why that was on cooldown, but that's a big deal because not only does Ghost go down, that's all 4 summoners for the DAMWON bot lane here. And Wei gets that early kill and will be out to a lead over Canyon.
Khan with some good trading up against the Gragas here in the top side as well once more. Already showed us mastery on that matchup, as you pointed out, and we'll keep an eye on Xiaohu's inventory after he gets more than just starting items to see if he wants to change that build up or if he's just saying, okay, it was an unlucky game, I know how to handle it better now. But down on the bottom side, you love seeing RNG be able to make the plays happen around Gala. Unfortunately, he's not the one who grabs the kill, but allowing Wei to further accelerate his own state in the game means that he'll continue to have that advantageous matchup against Canyon.
Absolutely, and Ghost is going to have to be really, really careful. This Varus without summoners is incredibly vulnerable. They're setting up for a 3-man play here.
Flash Zenith Blade is beautiful. The follow-up is there, and ShowMaker is gone, gone, gone. Wei grabs his second kill of the game.
Ming's roams are so deadly. The Flash Zenith Blade connects. That stun goes into the bear stun, goes into the fear tether, and ShowMaker knows he was dead. So where was the Devour here? I guess we're not going to see far enough back because he did never use it. So I'm kind of confused about this, why there wasn't just an early Devour or a Flash and then Devour once that was popped, but Wei now in trouble potentially.
Okay, they're bringing down the Equalizer, but the Equalizer's not going to get a kill. With the TP arriving from Xiaohu, we'll see if RNG wants to take it any further. There's your combo coming out. The Aatrox escapes over the wall, but the follow-up is there. Cryin grabbing the kill. Wei wants to escape. Canyon's in hot pursuit. Hits the first harpoon. Goes for the second. Still finds it. But Wei is too fast, and Canyon gets nothing. RNG has 3 unanswered kills in Game 5.
Oh, this one's getting dangerous for DAMWON RNG. It is not 7 minutes in. They're nearly 2.5K ahead with a very aggressive comp with so many go buttons, the ability to dive in onto DAMWON, and if DAMWON cannot stop the bleeding, this is going to get really dangerous. Excuse me, I completely misread the gold there. Not nearly 2.5K, only about 1,000 gold ahead.
It's okay, bro. It's a super hype matchup. Math is in the backseat. We're not worried about that as much. Right now, we've got DAMWON trying to make sure they don't allow this to bleed out any further. 1,000 gold is still a lot 7 minutes into a game of League of Legends.
Absolutely, and I mean, Wei is going to be so strong. We saw Canyon trying to chase him down, trade a kill back there, unable to do so. The Udyr, too tanky in that turtle stance, multiple uses of that shield to be able to survive, and DAMWON, we'll see if they can find anything back here. You know, double tiers, they are in a bit of that power trough, so to speak. Obviously less of an investment than the tiers of old, but still you're buying less combat power here. Cryin, Gala, their counterparts on the other side feel like they are stronger right now. ShowMaker lost his flash at level 1, has kind of been on the back foot in the lane as a result of that, and really is just not in a good spot.
It's amazing how much just individual things like that can mean in a game of this caliber. Khan now in danger, no flash. Has the Umbral Dash still, gets over the wall right before the Fear procs.
Yeah, that was really close. If that Fear does land, you are dead because Xiaohu is going to be there to ult you away from the wall. So critical that he is able to survive, but the gold lead is closing here somewhat as they're taking some plates down on this bottom side. Ghost and Beryl pressing here, trying to threaten Gala off of this, but at the same time, Wei will be able to grab the Rift Herald, and we'll see if he wants to commit this to the top side. That's largely been where he has been dropping a lot of the resources. It has been quite a bit of pressure from Wei up towards Khan in this game, but at the same time, with Gala already out to a pretty good early start here, they got the initial kill down on the bot side, maybe wants to try to really invest in getting his marksman ahead.
9 minutes into the game, and you'll see DAMWON taking the first Drake here. Rumble just does so much damage with the percent HP on the overheat. It's very easy for him to quickly solo this down, and Canyon will grab that Infernal Drake here for the side of DAMWON, getting something in return. Now, if you value each kill at its average expected gold, they're worth 300 apiece, right? DAMWON is less than 300 gold, or is less than 900 gold behind, so they are having good stats outside of the kills, but it's RNG who are continually finding opportunities, and they're looking for another. Here onto Khan with the dive underneath the tier 1 turret, just paralyzing him against the wall with the power of the Gragas ulti, and RNG make it look so easy.
Yeah, and the gold's gonna expand now because they're gonna knock down multiple plates, drop the Herald. He's probably gonna lose the entire tower. ShowMaker has no TP, no way to really answer that. Canyon is heading up towards that top side, but if the Herald gets committed, this tower is toast. And RNG are going to balloon the gold lead here, putting themselves in such a powerful position. Yes, you can clear out the mini wave, but it doesn't matter. Shelly will always get more than those 2 plates that were remaining.
And there it is, 2,500 gold lead. You might have said it a little bit early, but you were on the right track, my friend.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Exactly. You were reading the right book. You were just a couple chapters ahead of everybody else. That's okay. Now, we've got another play coming out here, this time in mid, and it's the Jayce who's under pressure. Finally, a return kill comes through. Cryin dies to the turret, so a 1-for-1 there, and DAMWON's first kill of Game 5.
That's something that ShowMaker really needed. He does get the trade kill, so it's not as much of a disaster, but DAMWON have got to be sweating. RNG is playing with such pace in this game. They're playing so aggressively. That is now 2 roams already that Ming has been able to get up towards that mid lane, make a play happen. Pressuring ShowMaker has been non-stop this game from level 1, losing the flash, multiple roams, the collapse from Wei from the top side. And this bottom lane that they drafted for here, the Varus, was really that big question mark of how much could DAMWON get from it, because it was left open for the first time in the series, and they got attacked early on by Wei. Whatever it was, whether the Devour was on cooldown, whether it was misused, they couldn't escape from the gank. They go down, and as a result, they haven't really created that much of an advantage. You know, they do have about a wave and a half, 2 waves as far as the CS edge, but because of the assist, because of the additional gold that is down there, they're not really ahead whatsoever.
Okay, RNG feeling great about the current state of the game here, 11.5 minutes. And 3 of those kills on the jungler. Wei is stepping up here against the dude that you already said in the previous game is kind of the man that everybody was looking to learn from, right? All the junglers are watching Canyon VODs. All the junglers are trying to figure out what sort of secret sauce this guy's got in terms of what makes him incredible. And so far in game number 5, it's Wei who's getting more done. Yes, he is behind in farm. He's almost 30 farm down, but that doesn't matter when you're facilitating so much for your team. Xiaohu now in a 1v1 against Khan, but considering Khan's got backup, the big man decides to stroll on out.
Yep, Prox phase rush just waddles on out of there, no problem. You know, as you say, I mean, Canyon is close because he has all the farm, right? He's actually up in experience, but he's likely down in gold, and it's the problem that they're putting the solo laners behind. They're putting the bottom lane behind because of all this pressure here from Wei. So yes, Canyon is going to be really strong. Actually does hit 2 levels ahead now. It should just be a level and a bit. But still, he's going to have the opportunity to get towards this rank 2 ultimate pretty quick. And that's where you can maybe be a game changer. That's where you can maybe really flip this one on its head with that level 2 equalizer. You get the Sork boots, you finish your mythic. All of a sudden, the equalizer becomes so incredibly threatening. You land a shock blast, you land a Q from Varus, the equalizer gets dropped on your head, maybe you're just dead. And that is where DAMWON have got to execute. It's going to be about skill shots. It's going to be about, can you make those abilities land when it counts most. Because if not, there's no chance you win the 5v5. If you have a hard engaged 5v5, both teams at full HP, RNG with the gold lead, RNG with this super aggressive CC dive heavy composition will run you over.
Okay, back up here in top lane. See Xiaohu pushing forward. Khan popping the World Ender to get away just in case somebody else is there. Flashes out of the way of the ulti because Cryin was on his way up to join with the paranoia. Good sense of what's going on coming out there from Khan.
Yeah, but the game's been flipped on its head. You know, last game was isolation in this matchup where Khan was dominating Xiaohu. And as a result, I talked so much in the last game about how Khan, he's able to position aggressively, he's able to draw pressure, he's able to win and fight off these 1v2s. He is very behind as far as the 1v1 does go because it has not been about the 1v1. It has been about the pressure from Cryin on the roam here, forcing out a flash, the pressure and the ganks from Wei, pulling off a dive, dropping the Herald, getting Xiaohu, you know, out of this extended 1v1 and to a place where he wants to be, where he can be making plays in the 5v5.
Okay, total gold, it's Wei, who's very far out in front, about 700 above the next closest person, which is his own teammate. Now let's see how this fight is going to shake out down here in bottom lane. The Drake is around, a TP is coming in. DAMWON are ready to respond. ShowMaker's already here. Where's the accelerated shock blast? It goes through, but it goes wide. Chains of Corruption find the enemy jungler. Wei is on the run, but Nocturne has found his way into the back line. A nice exhaust coming out, keeps Cryin from being able to find the kill, and the enemy AD carry Devour coming out now. Beryl's able to keep goes safe, but not ShowMaker. Xiaohu takes that kill, and 5 players from RNG are ready to go here in the bottom lane. Cryin is very low. More poke flying out in the form of the Kaisa W. Khan is not there in time to really affect anything about this. Yes, he's there now. Yes, he's full health compared to some of the injured health bars, but it doesn't mean anything as RNG disengage.
Yeah, RNG going to be able to take that fight decisively, and again, Beryl not in the right spot. He wasn't on top of his carries when the initial engage came through, and then he devoured Ghost when it was actually ShowMaker that was under threat. And as a result, ShowMaker goes down. They are going to start this dragon up. They want to see if they can make something happen here. ShowMaker is back out on the map. And some of those critical engage ultimates are down now for RNG, but they still have Gragas ultimate, and DAMWON still need to land poke before the fight happens, and Ghost himself is very low and really exposed here as he's split from Beryl. So I think that DAMWON likely are just going to give this one up.
Yep, nothing they can do about it at this point in time. RNG's gold lead is very, very scary 15 minutes in, so that will tie up our Drake count. Cloud Soul on the menu here for the final game in this best of 5, and RNG are nearly up to a 3,000 lead just 16 minutes into the game, Azael. Let's take another look at how the play happened in bot.
Yeah, so they're going for a pretty aggressive play here. They're TPing in ShowMaker, so they want to make something happen. They do land the initial ulti here onto Wei. He steps forward to block for Ming, who was already poked out, absorbing a lot of damage, but look how far forward Beryl is. And this is the problem. He flashes back to get to his carry, but then ShowMaker's now the one in trouble, and he devours Ghost. ShowMaker was the one in the Leona ultimate. He misuses it. His carry goes down. Xiaohu in trouble, though.
Okay, nice kill immediately onto Canyon there. Xiaohu getting away. Khan's in hot pursuit. He's got the World Ender. He's got the move speed. Q1 down to Cryin.
Wei's here too.
Q2 gets the flash, but Wei is ready to go. Here comes your counter punch. ShowMaker's trying to get back. Remember, there's no tier 1 turret to fall back to. ShowMaker knows there's no way out. The fear finally procs. Cryin takes him down. Cryin's getting away. How can Khan try to fight this now? Here in the 1v3, he fights them off. He might not die, but they're coming right back, but the cooldown's coming back up. Cryin throws out the damage. Cryin gets the kill, and RNG are just smashing DAMWON Kia in this final game.
9-1, RNG outplaying DAMWON across the map there. Waiting it out, waiting for the cooldowns to come back up, going back in and finishing Khan off, and his Xiaohu slinking away with no health. It's these multiple members from RNG staying involved in the fight, staying alive, and DAMWON have got to feel this final slipping away from him. Let's watch this one more time. Up towards the top side, Canyon, immediate overheat here on Xiaohu, got so much damage down, but they're not quite able to finish. The shock blast lands, but it's almost 0 health remaining. They can't kill him off, so they go over on a Cryin, but Wei is on the move up here, so they're gonna have the extra member. And there's not really a lot they can do to actually escape. Their tier 1 tower was down, the chem take is there for Wei, so although ShowMaker actually turns and gets so much damage down on Cryin, they can't quite finish him off. Xiaohu's just dancing around the edge of the fight, Wei realizes, all right, we don't have cooldowns, so they back it up. They wait for the cooldowns to come back up. They re-engage. They kill off Khan. You can see the cheers there from the RNG staff. They know this one is going heavily their way. A nearly 4,000 gold lead here, pre-20 minutes. RNG are looking to demolish DAMWON in this game 5.
And they're pushing for even more here in the bottom lane. This tier 1 turret is under a lot of pressure. They have the Rift Herald, but they don't even need to use it here. There's still 3/4 of the timer left on that. And Wei is aware of the fact that, hey, they can get this one for free. Nobody from DAMWON is around to defend. They're trying to push in the mid lane and take that tier 1 turret down. But the wave clear from Gala and Xiaohu is enough. Oh, but we got the teleport coming in. Cryin jumps in over the wall. Beautiful Gragas cast from Xiaohu. They'll pick up the first kill, but it's a 1-for-1. Wei's ready to go, looking for even more. More damage poured into Ghost, and he's going to be killed now next. Double kill back over to Gala. Beryl somehow survives. He's walking away with 300 HP, but it is a 1-for-2 and another victory here in this fight for RNG.
And this could be 2 towers. I mean, they have the Rift Herald here. They're going to get 1 charge for sure. They can walk it in for the second. We'll see if they continue to push. With Wave backing off, I don't know that they will commit to this fully, but there's no ulti on Khan. He wasted in the bot lane.
Yeah, Ming is ready to go for the dive. Beryl tries to keep Khan alive, but he is burning, baby. It's a 1-for-1. Ming drops, but they get the tier 2 and they get the trade.
This lead is out of control. RNG are smashing DAMWON in game 5 of the MSI finals here. DAMWON have got very few ways back in. The Tahm Kench has not worked out. They have not been able to keep the carries safe. The engages from RNG have been so good. The cross CC, being able to land stuns and interrupts and abilities onto Beryl at the same time as they're going on these carries, so he can't actually get proper devours, capitalizing on positioning errors from DAMWON as well. RNG has just been so on point. And when you're this far ahead as a dive comp, there's only one thing you gotta do. You keep going for it, baby. Full send.
Let's see where it goes from here. 30 seconds on that Drake, and I am not expecting DAMWON to even be in the same zip code when that thing spawns. They are 5,000 gold, nearly 6,000 gold behind. They're tied up in Drake's 1-to-1. There's no world where you want to fight for this one.
Yeah, I mean, your only hope is you land so much poke, and then you say, all right, someone's lit. Okay, maybe we could look now. And that's really their whole game plan. You don't really have a lot of fallback now. Khan is really behind. Canyon has not been a factor. It's up to the Varus. It's up to the Jayce. But Xiaohu on the flank. He wants to go.
Xiaohu's ready to go, and they're already going, gone. ShowMaker is down. They're going to pick up the second on the Canyon. They'll continue pushing forward. DAMWON is not long for this world. Everybody is dropping dead right in front of our eyes. Triple kill back over to Gala. Look at the game collapse around DAMWON Kia. RNG is going straight for the throat.
They're going to keep pushing here. There's 10, 15 seconds on all of these timers here. Look how Wei is positioning. They want the Nexus. They want their championship.
They know that they have this minion wave, but it's not going to be enough. The death timers are still too short. It is only 21 minutes into the game, but RNG have a commanding lead of 17-3, and they've got their first inhibitor down already.
They're going to back it up here. They did not want to go too aggressive, risk the game. We got the new Axe effect replay here one more time. Xiaohu had the sweeper. He knows he's unspotted. And Beryl, again, not with the carries. The ulti lands on both the Rumble as well as the Varus. In goes Cryin. In comes the dive from RNG. Just dogpiling these DAMWON carries, erasing them from the map. It is just utter domination here in Game 5. This has been such a back and forth series, but you can see it in their faces. They know this one is so close to being over. RNG is dominating, and they're going in again.
It's Xiaohu and Cryin again and again and again, over and over, diving in together, and DAMWON is so far behind in this game, there is nothing they can do except run for the hills. Run for your lives, boys! It's RNG, and they're here to play! ShowMaker's got 100 HP left. He tries to fire out the shock blast. Ghost is doing whatever he can here with a little bit of fire with the piercing arrow, but DAMWON cannot win a fight from this far behind. It's just not working. They lose 2 for the 1 of their opponents, but at least if you're looking for a silver lining, it is the enemy jungler. Makes it harder to take the Baron. RNG don't care about that. They're going after the plays. It's Xiaohu leading the charge once again. Stasis will keep him alive, but there is no such safety for the side of DAMWON. gone.
Absolutely nowhere is safe on the map. Gala saving the ultimate till after the Devour was used. ShowMaker does land a nice shock blast, a lot of weakened RNG members, but it's not as though they have to rush anything. They can start up the Baron if they want, and they will in fact do so. They can TP Cryin back in to join. ShowMaker is here, Canyon is moving over, but he has no flash. There's no way into the pit. It's gotta be some sort of a miracle with just an equalizer and shock blast steal. We'll see if they can even make it happen.
They gotta try to go for it. The game is too far in the control of RNG. Way's gonna be left in the pit. The Baron's already secured, flashing over the wall, ready to go. ShowMaker and Canyon looking to go in, but ShowMaker and Canyon are both looking to go back to the spawn platform. Gala's grabbing a kill, a double back over to Xiaohu. 2 for 3. Even in a fight where they gotta take the Baron first, it's RNG winning out.
RNG leaving no doubt whatsoever who is the better team here today. Domination in game number 5. They are running over DAMWON, over 10,000 gold ahead, 24 minutes in, an inhibitor already down. And you knew this one was going to be a long shot for DAMWON from this position. They come over, they're looking for some sort of a miracle play. They know the game is slipping away from them, so they had to go for it. But RNG is leaving no doubt, no chance of a 50-50 as they go for the turn, they collect the Baron, they get the kills, and they are once again on the push to victory.
And you know they want to use this Red Bull Baron to end the game. They've got 2 minutes left to do it. They're already pushing onto the tier 2 here in bottom lane. Mid lane inhibitor is down, as you've said. It will be another 90 seconds before it even responds. RNG have all the time in the world to work with, and a 12,000 gold lead at 24 minutes to do it. They are averaging 1 kill per minute. 24 kills at 24:46. That is some violent League of Legends. And now they will look to end it here. ShowMaker and the rest of DAMWON trying to defend, trying to stay alive. Ghost is going to be gobbled up, but it is not enough. The damage pours through and DAMWON collapses. RNG are going to sweep this team fight. They are going to take this base, and they're marching onto the Nexus turrets now. 3 men still standing on the side of DAMWON. They might be standing, but they won't be for long. The damage goes forward. Ghost falls back. Ming will be taken down. Canyon pressing the attack, trying to find something. 2 more die, and DAMWON will hold the line.
Whoa! RNG not so fast. DAMWON holding on, but their base is in shambles. They're down 11,000 gold. They get some big shutdowns. It's something. The initial engage here, not as clean as some of the previous ones had been because Ming couldn't get into the back line. But again, Xiaohu splitting up the squad with the ulti. He has been on fire with the Gragas this game. Gala diving in with Cryin, dancing around the side of the fight, getting so much damage out. And then RNG pushing forward here. The poke that came through from Ghost, from Canyon, was enough to get a couple shutdowns to survive a little bit longer. But you look at the completed items now off of that push, and RNG are so terrifying right now.
Yeah.
The entire top side of the map has 3 items, and Gala has 4. I mean, this man was so fed, you just took 1K off him. He's got another 650 shutdown, and he's got the GA. And that's when you really know you're in trouble.
And you know what happened the last time he had the GA in a game where they were ahead, Azael.
He decided it was over.
Is not afraid to be the dude who goes in first. It does not matter. RNG gonna come back now, still maintaining that 1 kill per minute, and they'll look to end the game. Mid lane inhibitor has respawned, but considering how vulnerable it is without that turret, there is no way that DAMWON are able to defend. Last remaining Nexus turret is at 1/4 HP. The minions are coming in, and RNG is going forward. Cryin goes after the enemy AD carry, but he's not able to find him. Canyon will die first. RNG, they're on the Nexus. DAMWON has no ability to stop this. It's game over! To be the best, you gotta beat the best! And RNG take down the world champs to become your MSI champions of 2021.
The LPL are kings again. The RNG era is here once more. The journey from this team, the rebuild post-Uzi, from going last year, not even making playoffs in summer, to reaching the highest heights that the RNG organization has ever reached before is incredible. And they were absolutely dominant in this game number 5. What a performance from RNG.
This series delivered. This was such a spectacle between these two teams that everyone expected.